The internet is awash with weirdness and online oddities, so let's take a look at a few favourites, in no particular order, from the wild, wild world of the interwebs. Scanwiches.com evolved from a Tumblr page and appeared in 2009. As the name suggests, it's a website where the owner uploads images of scanned sandwiches. What do I mean by scanned sandwiches? It's sandwiches. Scanned. By a human being who had the fantastic idea of placing their lunch onto a scanner one day and seeing what happened. I can absolutely relate to this and understand why somebody would do this. My previous employers and their IT departments are no doubt thankful that I never scanned any sandwiches, soups or snacks. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've scanned anything, and I did go through a phase of scanning various body parts. Here, you at the back, stop sniggering, you filthy-minded devils. That's certainly not something that I've ever scanned. But if you want to buy my premium Snapchat, then, hey, hit me up. In the very early days of the internet, and shortly before my faith in humanity perished forever, some bright spark struck upon the idea of collating as much information about fire hydrants as possible and uploading it to the web. Since 1998, firehydrant.org has existed to provide the world with the finest resources available on the ins and outs of those things that our American cousins, if Hollywood is to be believed, have a particular penchant for smashing open in the summertime so that kids can be blown 10 feet across the pavement by powerful jets of water. Now, far be it from me to criticise anyone's hobbies, but I personally don't see the attraction with fire hydrants, and I'm puzzled as to how, as the website suggests, people manage to collect them. Are there actually people out there whose homes are filled with antique fire hydrants? Do you know anybody who's into this? Let me know in the comments. This one is simultaneously sinister and strangely interesting, just purely because of how weird it actually is. Zuckerbergfiles.org is a website where every word uttered in public by Mark Zuckerberg, everyone's favourite simulant social media maven, between 2004 and the present day, has been transcribed and archived. The site explains that they've collated this material in an effort to better understand how the Zuck thinks, not only about Facebook and social media in general, but on other issues like policy and online privacy, which is ironic really, given that he owns the unwiped anus of social media. Which reminds me, follow the Weirdnet on Facebook at Welcome to the Weirdnet. No, of course it's not hypocritical. How dare you make such accusations? Anyway, the Zuckerberg Files website isn't actually accessible to the general public, and a query to the site based purely on curiosity will be denied. Apparently, it's largely intended for scholarly research and communications, so I can see how it could be useful to a handful of people maybe. Aside from its scholarly value, it just seems really weird to me that someone has literally recorded every word the simulant has said for the last 16 years, but hey, each to their own. Nowadays it's all Netflix and chill, but only a few years ago, old people like me would watch these things called DVDs. It was like a shiny circle of entertainment, and we had special machines that we used to access the hidden content inside this mad... Right, that's plenty. If you're of a certain generation, you likely have many fond memories of waking up on your couch or possibly floor, maybe not even your own couch or floor, and hearing a loop of music or dialogue continually caressing your ears. Well, if you ever feel the need to relive those memories, there's a website for that. You Fell Asleep Watching a DVD.com was created in 2008 and simulates the experience of waking up after falling asleep during a movie. There's even a selection of titles to choose from, just so that you can relive those magical moments. Classics such as falling asleep 30 seconds into the Ben Stiller show, tripping balls while watching Harry Potter 3 was probably a bad idea, or everyone's favourite, staring at the screen, wondering why you wasted your life on the Bourne Supremacy. The site itself is very, very basic, but it encapsulates the reality of the experience quite well. There's even a couple of empty bottles of Guinness in a weed pipe, so basically it's like waking up on my couch. It's worth a look just purely because it's a fairly universal experience for many of us, and the fact that someone put the effort into trying to recreate that weirdness is genuinely pretty funny. For the last 20 years, PayphoneProject.com has provided the world with the finest repository of images and information on what I like to refer to as the smack TARDIS, because the only people who still use payphones are smackheads and dealers, as pointed out by my fellow countryman, the amazing Lemmy. In the present day, most people have some form of mobile phone, whether it be a smartphone or a flip top that you can smuggle into jail up your bumhole. Pretty much everyone owns a mobile. For this reason, it immediately raises eyebrows when you see someone using a payphone in the street, and particularly in Glasgow. It's not to say that people don't use payphones in an emergency or if they've forgotten or lost their mobile, but let's be honest, when you see somebody using a payphone in the streets of Glasgow, they're not typically using it to order Chinese food. Payphone Project is a website where you can find pretty much anything you'd ever need to know about payphones from all over the world. There's thousands of pictures of payphones in varying states of disrepair, but there's a certain poignancy about them for some of us who spent a lot of time making prank calls from them as kids. It's interesting to observe how something as prevalent and previously important to a community for decades has become something else entirely. Phone companies continue to provide increasingly updated, technologically advanced payphones with internet access and texting, but the old classic red phone box of the past still triggers a certain sentimentality in some of us. Well, there's 5 weird websites for your delectation and enjoyment. Obviously, there's going to be more videos involving weird websites from the Weirdnet in future, so I'm calling this Volume 1 in a doff of my cap to Ryan at Nexpo and his various series. Thank you for watching, and remember to smash that like button, subscribe and ring my bell. And stop it, you filthy-minded people. Anyway, for updates on new content, follow me on social media, etc. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, keep it weird.